Welcome everybody. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks again for just being a part of United. I was talking to a local coach, local college coach, and we were talking about United, and I was just telling her how thankful I was. It was just 2 days ago that you guys decided to come on board when there was a lot of unknowns. Okay, and so we appreciate that. We're trying to do everything we can to make this as good of an experience as possible. And just keep in mind that we're here to help and to serve with whatever we can and however we can do that. So thanks for being here. We're going to talk about recruiting a little bit today. And the scope of this is kind of to get you in the right direction. This will not be a meeting where you leave here going, I know everything I need to know about where my daughter should go to school. That is a personalized process that takes a lot of effort and one-on-one work. And that is something that we are here to help you with too on a more individual basis. But today is just almost like a nuts and bolts type thing. Also keep this in mind. I think when I was in college, 17 or 18 years ago was the last time I did a PowerPoint presentation. So I go, I should probably do that. And I thought, oh no, I gotta make a PowerPoint. I've been avoiding this like a plague, but so hopefully it's good content, even if the design isn't great. But now they have some cool AI stuff. So whatever looks bad was technically AI. So we'll just go with that. All right, I'm going to be mostly speaking. I'm Ryan Freeberg. If you don't know me or don't recognize me, I'm the club director here. I'm also the associate head coach at UAB. Sure. I was actually surprised that a lot of folks in our club weren't aware of that, which kind of made me wonder how many of the people at large that are in club volleyball are unaware of that. But not that means a whole lot, but I've been coaching Division I volleyball for 15 years. So I go through this process on the other end hundreds of times a year and have for years. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of other levels of college volleyball in Division I that I don't have a lot of experience with, and that a lot of our players will go on to play and have great times there. So the past couple of weeks, I've done a little research, and I've talked to a head coach at every, I shouldn't say every level, but I've talked to a Division II head coach, a Division III head coach, actually two NJCAA head coaches, and an AIA head coach. Okay, those are kind of the main situations, just to be like, hey, what am I missing about what you do different than what we do? And a lot of people, come on in. I'm gonna just do that. Maybe that'll be supposed to. Maybe not. Okay. A lot of people know Division I, right? Division I is, you name the college you think of when you think of college sports, it's more than likely Division I. Whether it's USC, Fight On, that's where my sister went, or it's UAB, Go Blazers, or Alabama, Auburn, God forbid a place like Ohio State, or something like that. And they have typically some things that don't apply, but oftentimes affect the other divisions. Okay, and we'll talk just briefly about that. But also Scott Jones is here. He's our executive director for United. You might remember Scott from our parent meeting or from evaluations. And Scott has been on the club side of helping people get recruited for a long time now, and has gotten a lot of young ladies recruited out of Huntsville. And a lot of those are even through college now. And some of them are through college and coaching for us or coaching for United in Huntsville. So he's been there on the other side. So I'm going to mostly take the lead, but there could be some questions that I'll go, Scott could better speak to that. So perfect. College volleyball associations, all right, general collegiate associations. And I'm just, keep in mind that every school, even within these divisions, is significantly different. Every conference is significantly different. But I'm going to paint with just the broadest brush that I can to just try to delineate between them. Like I said, NCAA Division I, probably all the places that you know about. Typically full scholarships, although they've changed those rules. It used to be that for the most part you couldn't split up your scholarships, and now you can. And so I could maybe say you're just going to be on 10% for your whole career. You used to not be able to do that. Okay, you used to either get a full year or you didn't get a full year, or your school wasn't fully funded, but almost all schools were. So that was pretty much how it went. Now, how that's going to go, and I think that's something that's important to understand, is nobody really knows. Okay, I'm sure there's a lot of buzzwords. I know that as a college coach, every time I talk to somebody, they find out I'm a college coach, these buzzwords come up. Revenue share, NIL, transfer portal, fifth year exceptions, all these things. There is so much change right now at the Division I level that where it's going and even how the new rules will affect, that are actually in place now will affect the future. It's really hard to know, okay? It is, in my 15 years doing this, and